This is the Scorecard, where you score the latest sports news and in-depth views. I'm Anton Roxas. On the Scorecard tonight, Alas Pilipinas Women's SEA Games bid hangs by a thread. Yulo takes bronze in World Championships floor exercise. Lin Yu-ting returns in style, wins gold in first fight since Paris Olympics. Wembanyama's height once again steers NBA talk. Also in the NBA, Curry catches fire as Warriors outlast Nuggets in overtime 137-131. And joining us live here in the BNC studio, MPBL Quezon City Galleries Taipan head coach Jeff Perlas. All the headlines and more on the Scorecard tonight, the 24th of October. Now, here's our roundup. Carlos Yulo returned to action at the FIG Artistic Gymnastics World Championships in Indonesia and delivered a bronze finish in the floor exercise. Yulo, the 2024 Paris Olympics floor champion, posted a 14.533 total built on a 5.9 difficulty and 8.566 execution score to place third behind Great Britain's Luke Whitehouse at 14.666 and Olympic bronze medalist Jake Jarman, who took gold with a 14.866 score. Yulo's routine featured his signature control and power, which included a 3.5 twist, front double twist to front layout, and a stuck double layout full out to close. Meanwhile, Jarman, who spent part of his childhood in Cebu, showcased a higher difficulty at 6.300, including a triple twisting double layout to edge out the field and claim top honors. A strong podium finish for Yulo, remaining among the world's best on the floor. But Yulo will have another crack at gold in the vault finals happening tomorrow, October 25. The Philippine Olympic Committee dropped a bombshell. The Alas Pilipinas women could miss the 33rd SEA Games in Thailand if the Premier Volleyball League doesn't honor a memorandum of agreement guaranteeing a strong team performance. For the POC, the goal is to finish strong, to win gold in every sport where Filipino athletes compete, highlighting that the nearly 1,700-strong team is focused on winning the overall championship. The PNVF Secretary General Don Caringal said, drew up an MOA where players from 12 professional teams alongside top collegiate talent would form the core of Alas Pilipinas women. Under Brazilian coach Jorge Edson Souza de Brito, the team has made strides since 2021. Silver in Hanoi 2025, bronze in Manila 2024 Asian Nations Cup, and back-to-back bronzes in the Vietnam CV League 2024-25. POC President Bambol Tolentino said, had the MOA been signed last August, the team would have had over 3 months to prep. Now, time is crucial and the Women's SEA Games future hangs in the balance. Meanwhile, Taiwan's Olympic boxing star Lin Yu-ting made a statement comeback, capturing gold at Taiwan's national games in her first bout since the Paris Olympics and the gender controversy that rocked her career. Lin, the 60-kilogram gold medalist in Paris, dominated again on Wednesday. Her coach Cheng Chu Chiang confirmed it was her first official return to the ring. A photo on Lin's Facebook showed her beaming with her gold medal. Lin agreed to undergo World Boxing's newly required genetic test to compete internationally, but is still waiting for the results before joining future events. Last year, Lin and Algerian star Iman Khalif were blocked by the International Boxing Association, but the IOC stepped in for the Paris Olympics, calling the ban arbitrary. Both went on to win gold. Now, despite online attacks, the IOC stood firm, affirming both were born and raised as women. Lin now answers bashers the best way she knows how, by winning. Now, a concerning moment in NCAA Season 101 men's basketball as JRU's Justin Lozano took a bad fall late in their game against Mapua. Lozano collided while defending Cyrus Netura and had to be stretchered off the court. According to head coach Nani Epondulan, the play was purely accidental. The good news, Lozano regained consciousness as he was being taken to the ambulance, and JRU went on to clinch the win 66-63. Moving on to the NBA, is height really might? After an explosive 40-point performance in his return to the court, French phenomenon Victor Wembanyama is making headlines, and so is the never-ending debate about his height. A simple clerical error before the season reignited the conversation around the San Antonio Spurs superstar, who said he's still surprised that it's still a conversation. Just like last year, the 21-year-old is officially listed at 7 feet 4 inches or 2.24 meters, making him the tallest player in the NBA, tied with Memphis center Zach Edey. It's the same height he had when he entered the league in 2023, even though he was initially reported as 7'3". That difference came from a measurement of 3.5, which was rounded up 1 year and then rounded down the next. Before joining the NBA, Wemby stood at 2.21 meters or 7'3" when he played for Asvel in France at just 17 years old, meaning he's grown about 3 centimeters since then. Most men stop growing between 16 and 18, but some gain a few extra centimeters after that. Height can also fluctuate depending on posture, age, or even time of day, since you're a bit taller right after waking up. So why does height matter so much in the NBA? In a league of giants, every inch counts. The Houston Rockets, for example, recently started a lineup that averaged nearly 6'11". Some shorter players add a little to their height for recognition, while taller ones downplay it to avoid being stuck in one position or labeled as injury risks. Kevin Garnett was even listed at 6'13" back in the day. 6'13"? A joke that stuck. Since 2019, the NBA has standardized how heights are measured, no shoes, strict protocols, and verified numbers. Now, in a previous interview with France TV, he shared that he's always heard comments about his height, but he's learned to own it. Meanwhile, Stephen Curry turned back the clock, dropping 42 points, including 22 in the fourth and overtime, to power the Golden State Warriors past a relentless Denver Nuggets squad, 137-131. It was a shootout for the ages as Curry went head-to-head with Aaron Gordon, who erupted for a career-high 50 points. But when the game was on the line, it was Chef Curry who delivered the dagger. Curry was simply unstoppable, hitting 14 of his 25 shots to go with 7 assists, 6 rebounds, 3 steals, and a block. Denver seemed in control, leading by 14 at one point and up 109-100 with just over 7 minutes left. But the Warriors refused to back down, sparked by a huge three from Will Richard that ignited a comeback. Curry tied the game at 117 all with a step-back three, only for Gordon to respond right away with a big shot of his own. But Curry, as he's done countless times before, drained another clutch triple to force overtime. And in overtime, it was all Golden State as a 7-0 run led by Draymond Green, Jimmy Butler III, and Curry blew the game wide open, giving the Warriors a 135-127 lead that sealed the deal. Butler finished with 21, 6, and 5, and 3 steals, while Jonathan Kuminga added 14 points and 5 boards off the bench as the Warriors moved to 2-0 to start the season. And now, here's your daily dose of sports lingo. What does contact mean in netball? In netball, contact is a foul when a player makes physical contact with an opponent in a way that interferes with their play. So this includes bumping, pushing, or obstructing someone trying to catch or pass the ball. Umpires blow the whistle and award a free pass or shot to the opposing team. Contact is one of the most common fouls in netball, and mastering how to defend without committing contact is crucial to the team's success. It requires precision, control, and a strong understanding of spatial awareness. Stay sharp on the court, be smart, and always play clean. That's how netball champions are made. Now it's time for our off-court buzzer. So here's the latest bombshell in the NBA. 3 former Boston Celtics players arrested in a massive sports betting and mafia-backed poker schemes. Terry Rozier, Chauncey Billups, and Damon Jones among them. The FBI says this wide-sweeping criminal enterprise spans years, involves NBA insider info, and connects to the Bonanno, Gambino, and Genovese crime families. Charges include wire fraud, money laundering, extortion, robbery, and illegal gambling. Miami Heat guard Terry Rozier is accused of using private NBA insider information to help illegal sports bets. He allegedly told a group he would leave a game early on March 23, 2023. The bets were placed on his understats. He left just 9 minutes, after just 9 minutes, and the group cashed in tens of thousands of dollars. Portland Trail Blazers coach Chauncey Billups, Hall of Famer and 5-time All-Star, is named in a separate poker scheme. The games were rigged with high-tech machines and X-ray devices to cheat players. Profits reportedly hit $7 million. Former Celtic Damon Jones faces charges in both schemes, allegedly collaborating with organized crime to manipulate betting outcomes. The NBA placed Rozier and Billups on immediate leave and promises full cooperation with authorities. The league insists game integrity remains the priority. And that's our roundup for tonight, the 24th of October. Up next, joining us live here in the BNC studio, the MPBL's Quezon City Galleries Taipan coach, Jeff Perlas. When we return right here on The Scorecard. Welcome back to The Scorecard. He leads with quiet strength but forges ahead with relentless determination in every game. Basketball is his love and coaching is his passion. Please welcome to the BNC studio, Quezon City Galleries Taipan Coach Jeffrey Perlas. Coach Jeff,
hi.
Good evening. Good to see you again.
Good evening. Hi, Anton.
Coach.
So excited to see you.
Coach, it's been a while. The last time we were able to speak and see each other often was when you were coaching with Coach Topex Robinson at the LPU Pirates in the NCAA. Coach, just for an update, ano po bang nangyari after LPU and where are you coaching now? Obviously with Quezon City in the MPBL.
Yeah, after LPU, I went to CEU.
Okay.
And then we have karoon kami ng isang championship with sa UCAL and then first runner-up sa PBA D-League. And after that, just February this year, unexpected blessing, kinuha ko ng Quezon City Taipan Galleries to be their head coach. So, unfortunately, hindi kami umabot sa next round because of medyo short yung preparation namin leading to the opening. Yeah.
But fortunately for us, nagkaroon ka ng oras and you're here.
Yes, I'm so excited. It brings back lots of good memories during my time in the NCAA.
Ayan, so since yun nga yung connection natin, Coach Jeff, let's talk about the NCAA. New format, Coach. First time ever in the history of the NCAA, 101 years.
Yes.
What do you think about the format now sa NC and how this has affected the teams and the players?
Actually, I think the main objective of the NCAA Mancom and yung mga stakeholders ng NCAA, I think it aims to make the games more exciting. Kasi during the time na naabutan ko yung traditional na 18 games elimination round and then outright semis yung apat na team which is the final four, sometimes yung mga nasa rank ng 7 to 10, mga after 10 to 11 games pa lang ng season, parang alam nila kung aabot sila hindi. So, nagkakaroon yung quality ba ng game, nagkakaroon ng lots of no-bearing games. I think one objective also is for the supporters. Kasi alam mo yung mga supporters ng school, alam din nila kung manonood pa ba tayo because alam naman natin team natin hindi naaabot. So again, ang magbe-benefit dito, Anton, I think yung mga teams na nag-start ng slow. Because of nga dalawang groups, so yung nga sa 4 and 5, still yung game sila until the end of the elimination very important.
Yeah.
Diba? They still have that fighting chance to advance through via play-in.
So when you guys went 18-0 in LPU, grabe ang hirap nun, Coach. So now, from 18 games, naging 13 na lang. Ayan.
Yeah. Binalikan mo na naman 18-0 sana. Sana ang ganda champion na no? Pero again, the new format, nabawasan ng games, 13 games na lang. Siguro include na rin natin yung +1 game ng play-in.
Yun.
Siguro, I think they shortened the elimination to make it more exciting para maging quality lahat ng games.
Some pictures of you coaching for CEU. Some of the players are playing in the NCAA right now. Coach, sa mga teams sa NCAA, kanino ka pinaka nagulat this season 101?
Actually, yung pinag-usapan natin kanina, aside from, syempre, yung perpetual.
Yes.
Number 1 sila dun sa
Number
bracket
1 yun,
nila.
yes.
I think yung pangalawa is JRU.
Yeah.
Knowing na rebuilding sila, new coach. Naman coach na Pondolon, I think naging nasa coaching staff siya ng Mapua. So yung championship pedigree nandun sa kanya.
Yeah.
For Perpetual naman, I think it's not really about yung talent nila, but it's more of the system
Yeah.
Na pinresent sa kanila ni Coach Olsen, which is ball sharing.
Yeah.
Ang ganda ng sistema ng perpetual ngayon.
I agree with you, Coach. Two great picks that you mentioned. JRU just won against the defending champion Mapua earlier today, and then Perpetual. Nobody expected na magna-number 1 sila, but they're number 1 right now. Coach, I'm gonna do something that I normally do here on the show, and after I give my top 5, kasi normally I give my top 5 players, I'll let you react. So, eto, top 5 players, I'll start with my number 5. And sa mga nanonood, mga NCAA fans, this is October 24, 2025. Just because I picked these players, hindi ibig sabihin nun forever sila ang top 5, okay? The list will change as we go along because the players improve their games, improve their numbers. But let's start here with number 5. Coach, para sa akin, one of the most well-conditioned players in the NCAA. Give it to me right here. T-Mac Ongotan, he can move, he can run, he can defend, he can score. Naka-triple-double yan. Para sa akin, he's number 5 in the NCAA right now. Give it to me right here. Number 4, bam! Patrick Sleet. Para sa akin, Coach Jeff, the biggest recruit and the big reason why Perpetual is number 1 right now. Sinundan niya si Coach Olsen Racela from FEU to Perpetual. He is an all-around star. Now at number 3, it's Green. But he's not the guy that you think I will be picking because the MVP is Allen Liwag. Pero ito ang number 1 scorer sa NCAA ngayon, averaging almost 20 points. Justin Sanchez, a lot of guys are saying he is Gilas potential. 6'4", grabe ang kanyang ginagawa ngayon. But at number 2, Coach Jeff, para sa akin, the most exciting player in the NCAA right now, pinaglalaruan yung kanyang mga bantay, Jonathan Moses Titing Manalili. But number 1, Coach, are you ready for this? Bam! John T. Miller, the best player in NCAA basketball. No Clint Escamis, no Allen Liwag. Coach, your thoughts?
Actually, out of the 5, yung ako yung nasa isip ko, you have two of the players that I have in mind.
Yeah.
Pero with Ongotan, I think if you're going to talk about heart and resiliency, I think this kid has it. Nakalaban ko to one of the tune-up games during the before the MPBL. Ibang klase. Baka yung puso nito, ibang klase. Patrick Sleet. Yeah, I think tulad ng binanggit mo, he's not really dominating in points. But yan yung klaseng player na kailangan ni Coach Olsen.
Yes.
During crunch time, yung magiging parang stability factor. Parang yung panahon namin, siya yung kaduyak namin. And then, Sanchez, very surprising. I think because wala si Liwag for the past ilang games, I think okay siya. Pero itong si Manalili, I think, talagang ito yung masasabi mo na dugong aribo eh.
Yeah.
Yung mga players na talagang mahal na mga ng community ng Letran. I think he can dominate the game even without scoring. Para siyang si Scottie Thompson before. Na parang across the board ng stats, andun siya eh. Diba? Points, rebounds, and assists. Miller, I also, nasa list ko si Miller because yan yung kailangan ng San Bede. Especially, nawalan sila ng tulad ni Jacob Cortez before. That he can take over a game like just in 5 minutes, he can score like 5 straight or 10 points straight. I think out of the 5, I think dalawa sa akin nandyan.
Okay.
Ay, tatlo. Yeah.
Sino yung dalawa na wala dyan, Coach?
Siyempre, medyo bias ako.
mo?
Kailangan ko ipasok si Barba dito.
Oh yeah, Ato Barba. Okay,
Yeah.
Ato Barba, yes.
Yes. Kasi pagdating sa dulo, I think kanina iniisip ko nga if you're going to ask me about kung sinong pipiliin ko titira sa nasa isip ko si Manalili. If you're gonna like design a play for a pick and roll, I think Manalili will be the best choice. Pero if you want to straight up like you want clear 2 points without any balls in, I'll go for Barba. At the same time, dito naman sa 5 position, I think si Liwag pa rin.
Allen Liwag. All right. Well, Coach, it's great to be catching up with you again. And if you want to continue supporting Coach Jeff Perlas, check out his Instagram page. He has his basketball camp coming up. Coach, thank
you very much, Anton.
Thanks for the time,
here.
and thank you for sharing your insights about the NCAA.
Thank you.
Coach Jeffrey Perlas with us here on the Scorecard. Up next, the championship pressure hits high altitude. Verstappen's chasing history. Piastri's holding on, and Norris wants revenge. From the stadium roar to the final straight, Mexico City is about to erupt. So keep your eyes on the prize. Welcome back to the Scorecard. It's time to keep your eyes on the prize. Formula One heads to one of its most electric stops on the calendar, the 2025 Mexico City Grand Prix at the Autodromo Hermanos Rodriguez, round 20 of the season, and the title race is heating up. Max Verstappen loves this place. He's won 5 of the last 7 Mexican Grand Prix, and he enters the weekend chasing his 5th straight world title. Verstappen's rhythm right now feels inevitable. He won the sprint and the main race in Austin last week, slicing Oscar Piastri's lead down to 40 points. But McLaren isn't backing down. Oscar Piastri still leads the standings with 346 points, and teammate Lando Norris is right behind at 332. Norris has been the more consistent of the two lately, but both need a clean weekend to keep Red Bull at bay. This track is wild. At 7,200 feet above sea level, it's the highest on the calendar, and that thin air changes everything. Cars lose grip, brakes overheat, and engines gasp for oxygen. Strategy and tire management rule here. Pirelli brought the C2, the C4, and C5 compounds, with the softer tires offering more pace but higher degradation. Expect teams to gamble between one-stop and two-stop strategies depending on how that surface heat builds up across the race. Now, Ferrari, meanwhile, could be a quiet disruptor again. Carlos Sainz won here last year, and Charles Leclerc took pole in 2023. They're fighting Mercedes for second in the constructors' standings, and if grip becomes a lottery, Leclerc's precision might pay off. But the most unpredictable story might belong to the home crowd's favorite, Pato O'Ward, making his free practice one debut for McLaren. It's a full circle moment for the Mexican driver. So, here's the question. Can McLaren fight back, or will Mexico once again belong to Verstappen? The grandstands will shake and the World Championship will tighten up just a bit more before the final stretch. So buckle up, guys. The championship fight is high altitude. Verstappen, Piastri, and Norris are about to put on a show, and here's everything you need to know ahead of the Mexican Grand Prix. And that's your Mexico City Grand Prix preview. 3 contenders, 1 high-stakes weekend. Verstappen's charging, McLaren's holding the line, and the crowd is ready to erupt. So tune in, strap in, and as always, keep your eyes on the prize. Before we go, think on this. From the NBA's 2025 MVP who led the Oklahoma City Thunder to the championship, known for his scoring and unique style of driving into the basket, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander once said, "It's a dream come true to achieve your dreams. It takes a village, and my village has been nothing short of special since the start of this journey." And with that, thank you for joining us tonight. We'll see you again next week on The Scorecard, where sports is our business and business is our sport on the Bilyonaryo News Channel. This has been Anton Roxas. Have a blessed evening, everybody, and happy weekend! Woohoo!